the 8th of October 2023. A very warm welcome to UBC News tonight. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha, joined by Mugalu Mohammed on sign language. Now we'll continue with our bulletin, but please don't forget that the President of Uganda, President Yoweri Museveni, will later on address us on national issues. We start off today with the President, still who was this Sunday officiated the national prayer breakfast held in Kampala. He appealed to leaders to avoid sectarianism, but rather on the service one is able to deliver. The address focused on the importance of prayer, being truthful, and following the right gospel of Jesus Christ. The address that was aired live on all radio and TV stations attracted ministers, members of parliament, and guests from across the globe.
With women of prayer, and when women pray, they change destinies of nations. So Rachel is a lot more than what I've just said. And I know I'm not being fair to her by not...
So I want to thank them for what they contributed. Now, I want to thank you for sustaining the vision of prayer breakfast. I copied this when I went to the US, first time, with Mama. And I went with Cardinal Amara, with, I think, Archbishop Okoth. I went with a number of people when we were invited by Doug Cole. There was a friend of ours called Doug Cole. He's the one who invited us. He was the organizer. And by that time, I don't remember which year it was, but I had been a rebel from the church. I had forgotten about the churches. This was because in the 1960s, I was a very active church member. I was a leader of the Scripture Union, president actually. From 1961, initially I was a mere member, then I became secretary, then I became president of the Scripture Union. From 1961 to 1966, 65. But along the way, we started disagreeing in the Scripture Union. And the reason I was disagreeing with them were a number of them. But one of them was that they were not practicing what Jesus taught us to do. Because Jesus told you clearly, Moses had the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do 10 of them. But when Jesus came, he said, all these can be summarized into 2. Love God with all your heart and with all your might, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. He says this is the summary of all the laws are summarized by this. But when you would see what was happening here in Uganda,
in more stories, a year after Uganda gained independence in 1962, there grew a need for effective national communication. This led to the establishment of the first television station in the country on the eve of the first independence anniversary on the 8th of October 1963. Uganda Broadcasting Services, as it is known, has been since transformed into Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, UBC TV. A journey with the corporation leadership agrees has been worthwhile and interesting. Take a look. It was 60 years ago, precisely on October 8th, 1963, when the first television station was established in Uganda, presently known as Uganda Broadcasting Corporation Television, UBC TV. Uganda Television, UTV, was established to ease communication.
60 years of TV means that we have a benchmark. We can look back and reflect what went right, what went wrong.
It was also to give touch to locally produced programs and to create a clear communication link between government and the public. With resilience, the television has evolved over the time through the media dynamics.
I think we have done very well over the last 60 years.
UBC TV was the first television to introduce color in the entire East Africa and Africa at large.
I think we are among the first television stations to introduce color in this region of Africa. So we've progressed significantly.
It's also the only licensed signal distributor for the digital migration in Uganda.
You remember that TV were on analog, and we indeed migrated so far to digital. But you remember the other time we started with the black and white when TV started. Then we migrated to colored TV in 1970s by Idi Amin Dada. Then
UBC has an intended strategy to improve on its broadcast and coverage across the country to meet the media evolutions.
I believe that there's so much that can be done better tomorrow and today than was there yesterday.
Under the Uganda Broadcasting Corporation Act 2004, operations of Uganda Television were merged with Radio Uganda, a radio channel that was started early in 1953. The joint station merger started on November 16, 2005, based on Uganda Broadcasting Corporation Act 2004.
the way I should say, we celebrate that broadcasting industry in the country has grown to a very good percentage.
Uganda Broadcasting Corporation is Uganda's public broadcaster and the only media house with the widest coverage across all regions in the country. Susan Naonga reporting for UBC TV. UBC!
Water, please. Can I pay with Momo?
No.
Ha. Hey, can I pay with Momo? Ha.
Here's our merchant code.
Oh, very good.
7 mega?
20. Can I pay with Momo?
Unfortunately, no.
Ha. Baby, let's go.
When paying with MTN Momo comes with more benefits for everyone, it just doesn't make sense not to have it.
Hello, I've come for rent.
Can I pay with Momo? Ha.
Yes, you can.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
In this family, we can't agree on anything.
Martha.
We can't even agree on what to watch. All the games to play.
Martha.
Ndowoza Mulabi, we can't even agree on what to eat. At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long. Anti-economy. I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Uncle, you should see London. Oh, my boy. This has been 5 years. You should see Uganda. Yes. Uncle Marcus, this is my former school.
Soon there will be more than 1 million children
learning like this for free.
Thank you, Uganda, for imagining it with us and making us the fastest growing telecom in the country over the past 5 years.
Uganda is a source, transit, and destination for adults and children who are either forced or deceived into forced labor, organ harvest, sacrifice, and commercial exploitation. Trafficking in persons is a serious crime and gross violation of human rights. Report suspects of trafficking in persons to police for investigation and prosecution. Suspects are either close friends or relatives. Victims of trafficking are not criminals and need protection. This message is brought to you by the Coordination Office for Prevention of Trafficking in Persons, Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. We continue with our stories, and Resident City Commissioner Kampala Amina Lukanga passed out over 2,500 young patriots from 11 schools in Rubaga Division, and she urges other schools in different areas to embrace this idea because it's the President's dream to involve young people into patriotism. This occasion took place at Chitebi Secondary School, Wankulukoko, Rubaga Division. Sekaja reports.
As Uganda commemorates 61 of Uganda independence, over 2,500 young patriots from 11 schools, including Chitebi Secondary School, have been passed out. Others include Baptist High School, Kabowa High School, Jacques High School, Wilston Standard High School, Vienna High School, Natete Muslim High School, Mackay College Natete, London High School, St. Joseph Secondary School Ndeba, and Kololo High School. The head of instructors, Xavier Bamutolaki, highlighted what they offered during these 6 days training, where they introduced them to different national symbols, and through this they will be able to appreciate and love their country, Uganda.
Inducted into the national symbols of Uganda and what each of them epitomizes. And we think that through this information, the students and patriots will be able to appreciate and love Uganda as a country.
The head teacher of Chitebi Secondary School, Kamlegeya Muhammad, in his remarks after appreciating the president for the opportunity of patriotism in the country, and due to that action, he offered the regional office for patriotism in Rubaga to ease their work.
Under survivor's law that you and I, we are living today, and the people you see here have the capacity to be in the country for the next 40 years. And that's why I want to thank His Excellency the President. When you look at all the dignitaries here, the President is in that line. Do not have the coordination office for patriotism in Rubaga, and I want to offer the facility. That office above will be office for patriotism in Rubaga.
After giving advice to the young patriots, he added that due to this special occasion of teaching young people to love their country, as the school, they have decided to be an example to others, and in that they have decided to change their school's name from Chitebi Secondary School to King's College of Chitebi.
And the name of this school is going to be, we are working for the King's College of Chitebi. And I should actually explain, because those ones of bad heart will exaggerate. Why King's College of Chitobi? See, when the whites came here, all those schools that they started with, they were colleges, because they are providing comprehensive education. And in comprehensive education, that's why they teach patriotism.
The resident city commissioner Rubaga Division, Anson Borora, urged parents to support their children in activities like patriotism and described the meaning of patriotism and the reason why it should start with the youth.
To the parents who are here, please, allow children to participate in patriotism classes. Patriotism has nothing to do with bad doctrine. Patriotism has nothing to do with radicalization. Patriotism has all things to do with love, with respect and discipline.
The Assistant Resident City Commissioner in charge of the Training Office of the President, Beatrice Bananuka, promised to deliver all the requests in the President's message. He promised to meet all the young patriots.
When they was asking me to bring water here, he asked me, why don't you involve him? He wants to talk to the young people. That's when I also got my phone and I harassed the RCC. Why don't you communicate that you have such a training around? They is interested in talking to the young people. So he gave me this message. He gave me a task. Before November comes to an end, he's going to meet all of you and will interact with you. So I have a task to organize that special day.
The resident city commissioner, Kampala Amina Lukanga, appreciated the idea, emphasizing that this is the president's dream coming true, and asked other schools also to copy, and then she awarded certificates to the young patriots.
We have seen people pretend we are having patriotism club. We are doing patriotism in our schools. It almost became a song. But today, I must tell you, you have proved it. Thank you so much. Team leader of the people, whoever brought this idea for it to implement, I thank God. I thank God.
And right now we disrupt UBC News to hear from the President, who is addressing the nation on matters of national importance from State House Nakasero.